I'm genuinely starting to believe that he has a mortal fear of hat-tricks. Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Liverpool, the Great Disappointment. If you're enjoying the save, drop a like on the video, that would be superb. But that is how it is, and in addition to that, we have been given the early game, because reasons. We've played in the FA Cup and they've given us the early match of the week. Although it might just be that our game was rearranged because of the FA Cup now that I actually come to look at it. So maybe there aren't any other fixtures during the midweek. Let's just see. Oh, no, there actually are. So why did we have to play on the Tuesday? Okay, well, never mind. We are playing Norwich. They're not bottom of the league, but they look like they might even be able to stay up. But if we have any hope of winning the Premier League this season, which, let's face it, we kind of have to at this point, given what happened in the last video, we need to win the three games in today's episode, all at home against Everton, Watford, and Norwich, of course. You know, we get another 9 points on the board. It will take us to 83 points with 4 games still to spare. We'll still be pushing towards that 90-point mark. Surely Arsenal and Manchester City will drop some points somewhere. Obviously, Arsenal did drop points to Tottenham, which means that we can still comfortably take the lead of the league back with a win today. But we need to win it, and that's the thing. That's not going to be easy. Trivia time, and today's trivia actually concerns Norwich, but I'll tell you guys a little bit later on in the video, of course, of the answer. So, Norwich, of course, famous for their green and yellow kit, which they've worn for a very, very long time. But interestingly, when they were founded in 1902, that was not the club colours originally at the time. So my question to you is this: what colours did Norwich City originally play in until they changed them in 1907? Answers in the comments. We'll find out later. Rotation is probably once again going to be required here, but at least we can bring back Trent, I suppose. So Origi in, that's fine. Oh, wow, the wide areas, though. No, sorry, no. But Tsimikas is a left-back. He will play at left-back. I'd rather have... But I do think the idea of Keita as the Caballero isn't a worst idea in the world, but it's the Jota, Oxlade-Chamberlain thing here going on. I think they'll still be strong enough maybe for today, but it does still concern me heavily. Without Mane for the rest of the season, Salah will at least be fresh for the next game, but at least the fixtures are going to calm down for us from now on. We've got to get that going. They're matching us sort of player for player, which is usually a good thing. We'll find out. It should be straightforward. It should be a case. We went away to Leeds and won fairly comfortably. I want to see a good performance out of us, though. Not just a game where we sort of just turn up and casually scrape a 1-0 or something. And to be honest, we've seen nothing in the first 20 minutes of this match at all. Oxlade-Chamberlain into the box at least. Great first touch, actually. He pulls it back for Alexander-Arnold. Cleared away. But so far, we do not look up for it currently. But I'm hoping we can sort of work our way into this one. Tsimikas' ball. Oxlade-Chamberlain's header is well saved by Tim Krul, but that's the first thing we've seen from us in 20 minutes. Alexander-Arnold's ball in. Konate's header. Oxlade-Chamberlain pulls it back across, and it's cleared. He's offside anyway. We are not looking good at the moment. And I just think that, unfortunately, the quality we have through the middle is not really showing us. Oxlade-Chamberlain, not much he can do with that, to be fair. Maybe he pulls it back for Trent. Tough one. Fabinho, keep that ball moving. Tsimikas. Keita, he'll shoot in the end, won't he? Yep. It's a good effort on goal, I suppose. Well, it is an effort. Zimmerman clatters it away, and it somehow ends up at the feet of a Norwich City player, but it's a poor ball out, and we should be able to recover this one and go again. We just, even if we do have to scrape a 1-0 here just to get some confidence back in the team going into those next 2 Premier League games, that's what we'll have to do at this point. Just to go into those games top, keep the pressure on the teams around us. Ball back inside for Origi. It's a tough one, though. He's found Henderson. Blocked again. Come on, Alex. Good ball needed here. Jota! Good save again from Krul. We just don't look like the same team anymore. We're still in the better side, but it is very much low quality opportunities we're creating now. But maybe it's just a blip. Hopefully we can pull this one back. We've had poor scoring games in the past. Hopefully we can... It's just such a poor pass and a poor run. It's a great touch from Oxlade-Chamberlain, actually, to go past his man. Some bodies arriving now. Scoops it in. Jota's header is... it looks like it might actually get a penalty here, which would be... I mean, if we have to win through a penalty, then we do. But I would like to have seen us play better than we have so far. But if we could just get through this game, I suppose, with the more rotation... grab some fitness levels back. It is going to be a penalty. I don't know who will take it, though. It might even be Milner. Oh, it's going to be Fabinho by the looks of it, with a chance to give us the lead here and go back to the top of the Premier League. Fabinho steps up, and it's a great penalty, and we do at least have the lead and something to hang on to in this game. 3rd goal of the season for Fabinho. I think they might have all been penalties as well. At the very least, as things stand, it will send us back to the top of the league. Alexander-Arnold's free kick. It's a great free kick and a great save from Krul. Clip through the middle, and Origi's actually onto this here, and... okay, that was just such a quick highlight. It's 2-0 to Liverpool now, and Origi through the middle. 8th goal of the year for him, and... yeah, no, it's given. For some reason, I thought it wasn't going to be given. The highlight just started so quickly, and it was just clipped straight in behind, I think, from... Tsimikas just pops it through the middle. Origi's totally in here. Little dink over Tim Krul. All of a sudden, it's 2-0 Liverpool. Nice. It's a goal. That's always a good thing. Sod all happening in this match now. Not since that goal. We've somehow ended up playing an extra 2 minutes into stoppage time. And again, we've seen nothing of it. It looks like it is going to be 2-0. We still don't look at our free-flowing best by any means, but getting the result and the win on the night is the most important factor for me there. But yeah, both goals technically from set pieces if you count the free kick for the second one. We definitely have lost a bit of our free-flowing attacking build-up. Still comfortably the better side on the night, but we really have got to work on that because against better teams, we will be punished. But importantly, it does send us back to the top of the Premier League. Another 2-0 win, another clean sheet in the Premier League. It's back-to-back Premier League wins at the very least. And it's basically a case of your move, Arsenal, at this point. We go back to 7 clear of Manchester City, which is important to keep that gap growing. Ooh, £92 million. That'd be a good budget. We could have actually avoided people with that. There actually are Premier League games. Arsenal host West Ham and City go to Newcastle. Newcastle getting better, please. Just Arsenal, drop some points. I beg of you. Oh, City dropped points. Rodri sent off after 2 minutes. And, well, incredibly, Newcastle score through Chris Mepham to win the game before Rodriguez equalises for them in the 93rd minute. But the key thing there is now our gap to City is back to 6 points again with 6 matches to go. But Arsenal, once again, go back into the lead, this time with a 4-0 win over West Ham United. Alisson's out. And Jota. I think Alisson, well, I don't know, actually. Okay, so we've got the late kickoff today, which means we'll get to find out City are away at Brentford, Arsenal host Everton. We still have another game in hand on Arsenal, weirdly, so we'll have 2 games in hand on them after this. This is huge. Surely they cannot keep winning. Well, City can't, apparently. Another 2-2 draw for Man City now leaves us 5 clear of them with a game in hand. I think if we beat Tottenham today, that pretty much eliminates City from the title race. Even with a win against us, it would be a very difficult task because we'd go 8 clear of them with a victory. But the point is, Arsenal now 4 above us with 2 games in hand. We have to win both of those. Well, take 4 points just to get back above Arsenal, which I still think we're capable of doing, obviously, with the 2 home games that we have in hand, but Arsenal are just beating everybody at the moment. Where do we go from here? Mino's back at least. Salah is back. Jones, you know what? Can't be any worse than Jota's played lately, not that we can play him anyway. Alisson, it's not great, but I think he'll be fine, hopefully. Van Dijk's back in. Trent, I will start here. We just kind of need him at this point. And I think the rest of the team kind of picks itself at that point. Although, Milner or Oxlade-Chamberlain, how's Milner done lately? Very, very poorly. I wouldn't be minding putting Oxlade-Chamberlain in there, honestly. Kane is looking knackered, but it does appear that both Kane and Son are very tired. Arguably more tired, in fact, than our front line. It ain't going to be easy, but we need to get the result. From what I can make out, Spurs have had to make quite a lot of defensive changes coming into this match. There was a huge raft of changes from their last game. So hopefully, it appears that and let's have a look at their backline, actually. Yeah, Tanganga, Zesiga. I mean, this doesn't feel like their freshest lineup here, but also Galini instead of Lloris. But then Galini was in goal for Spurs when we played them earlier this season too, wasn't he? It looks like their front line have had to play because of the quality they've got, and we've all been there, but they are more tired than ours is, and their defensive line looks like it's been rotated, whereas ours has essentially rotated back into the strongest defensive line. So I'm hoping that that should be enough to get us through this match too. Robertson, but we still have to play them, of course. Jones, early goal would be crucial here. Oxlade-Chamberlain now. Ben's one! Oh my God, what a way to score double figures for the season for the Ox. He's probably been one of my favourite players this season in this team. The fact that he's managed to get 10 goals from pretty much entirely central midfield and no set pieces or anything like that is insane. So great tackle there from Højbjerg, who's already on a booking, but Oxlade-Chamberlain's just no, have a bang on that. 1-0 Liverpool already. 3 minutes gone. Great start. One thing I've noticed, I think the biggest thing I've noticed since this patch, since the update to the full game, is the sheer amount of possession that we're no longer getting in matches. It seems impossible for us to keep the ball anymore. That seems to be the biggest change, as Lucas Moura misses an absolute sitter, as the text says. Robertson to deliver us something here. Ball in, and Virgil van Dijk's header! It's cleared off the line by Reguilon. Thiago. Back for Henderson. Nice football, actually, from the lads. And it's Mo Salah, and it's 2, and this time it is going to count. Liverpool 2, Spurs 0. We're 2 goals up in the Premier League again for the 3rd time in a row. And Mo Salah, just so damn good to have him back in the team. Really, really important moment for him there. We did really well to work this after the disappointment of that clearance off the line. Just slowly sort of work this across the pitch. Player after player. Firmino just spots the run into the channel. The Spurs fullback, Reguilon's completely left him there. Wonder if we can slow the horses of panic a little bit. If we can rack up a second win today and our 3rd straight in the Premier League. Oh, God, come on. Silliness there from Van Dijk. Caught in possession? That's someone like him. He's got to make up for it now, Big Verge. Tanganga to the byline, maybe. Clips it through. And Harry Kane's in there, but he's not going to get it, thankfully. 2-0 and 2-1 are very different games, and we have to be careful that it doesn't become that. Tanganga's marauding forward on the regular as well. I mean, he has pretty much created that by himself. Harry Kane gets Tottenham back into it. They already had that big chance earlier with Lucas Moura. Right, now we've got to work hard here. We have conceded, and it really came from the fact that Japhet Tanganga was able to make this sort of underlapping run in there, and nobody really chased him. And by the time they got to him, he wasn't really even visible. And then Konate's missed the header. Kane scores the header. Tanganga making that inside run is definitely going to be dangerous for us today, and we've got to be careful there. And I think we have to make sure we actually really do go after him in the second half, because he seems like Spurs' most dangerous creative outlet. Oh, given to Firmino. Oh, he's missed the target. That was a big chance. Well, I say a big chance. It was a tough one, but I would have liked to have seen him get it on target. Well, I think we've edged it enough to deserve the lead. Barely. Particularly with those chances later on, but you could see that Spurs were very much in this. That huge chance for Lucas Moura was outrageous that he missed it. We're going to go after Tanganga a lot more in this second half to try to stop him from making those runs, because it does seem that Spurs' best route of attack is getting the ball to the wide area, dropping it into a midfielder, and then Tanganga makes this run into the half space. That seems to be where they're getting a lot of creative outlets, because then he can get to the byline. I see he's doing it again here, but hopefully, though, we can force him wider and stop him from making those runs and get right in on him and not take any chances on him in this second period. Just don't give him the space. Kane now. Oh, well, all right then. It's just gone straight in. Oh, God. For some reason, I just assumed our defender was going to save that. And then he just kind of didn't. It's just bending around him, and Alisson's just nowhere to be seen on that one. I think he's unsighted. Oh, nice ball. Robertson's provided a lot of space here. Whips it in. Salah's header, and it's missed the target. Oh, dearie me. But we're on the side. Salah again. He's going to pull this across on Firmino. And that looks like it's going to be a penalty. I don't think that did look harsh at all. It looked to me like Firmino was about to take that shot on and score, essentially, and the defender has just taken him out. That's going to be a penalty, and there we go. We've got a chance to go back in front again with Mo Salah. Well, we threw away a 2-goal lead. Can we at least get the lead back again? Yes, we can. It's Liverpool 3, Tottenham 2. Mo Salah's 24th goal of the season. We're back in front again, and this time we cannot let a goal like that go in. I think we have technically been the better side on the night, and Spurs, particularly with that second goal, was just a brilliant strike from Harry Kane. Then again, so was the Oxlade-Chamberlain one at the start. We're back in front. Let's keep going. I think we've actually done quite a good job in the second half at stopping Tanganga from making those runs. It's just other things got in the way a little bit there. Salah brings it away for us now. Can we get a fourth goal, maybe? That's it. Nice hold-up play, actually. Just keeps the run going. And the ball's to the back post here for days. Can he find the right pass? Curtis Jones. Nice idea. Everything kind of works except for the header. Clips it all the way back for Thiago. Oxlade-Chamberlain again. Lovely touch inside. And Mo Salah. What a save from Galini. Holy Christ. How did he save that? Salah was ghosting him for the hat-trick, and I can't believe he didn't score. Oh, what about that for build-up? Henderson. Pops it inside for Virgil van Dijk, of all people. Back for Jordan Henderson. It's a great strike, and it's off the inside of the post now. The Ox again. Robertson clips it through for Mo Salah again, and he's missed the target this time. Henderson. Salah again. The amount of chances he's had to complete that hat-trick is actually unfathomable. Pops it inside for Henderson now. Thiago goes for goal over the bar. Fabinho. Oh! Oxlade-Chamberlain, can he show Salah how it's done? No, over the bar. Harvey Elliott now. A rare appearance. He's not played so much in the second half of the season. I just found that he wasn't able to be as effective as I would have liked. Oxlade-Chamberlain again. For Firmino. Round the side for Salah again. One touch out of his feet, and he's gone too deep this time. Pulls it back across for Keita. Blocked. Oh my God. Thiago. There's Trent. Clips it back for Mo Salah again, and it's saved once more. This time offside. Oh, actually, I don't know. I don't think this chance is done yet. Reguilon. What a save. Spurs' first chance since the Harry Kane goal, really, was that right there. Pops it back for Keita. Nice. Just keeping possession. Working nicely for us. Thiago. Oh, it's a beautiful goal, and there it is. It's 4-2. Liverpool 4, Tottenham 2. A thoroughly deserved win on the night. Wait till you see the XG stats for the second half of this game. This is all I can say. What we did with the Japhet Tanganga thing completely nullified. Don't you love it in FM when you see something like that? Make a change to nullify it, and it works so tremendously well. They had no attacking threat, really, in the whole second half, and we were just able to swarm them for the most part. It's 4-2. Doesn't put us back to the top of the Premier League because of the games in hand and whatnot, but oh my God. Oh, and a good save from Alisson. But the fact that they're even... There we go. Liverpool 4, Tottenham 2. Very good win. And look at this second half. This was the second half after I made the change about Japhet Tanganga and just going after him a lot more. Needless to say, it worked quite nicely. Holy Christ. Yeah, I mean, they actually had their best opportunities, ironically, after that of the full game there, but definitely the better side, definitely deserved the win. And more importantly, it pushes us back up into second in the Premier League. Well, we already were. 8 points clear of Man City now. And, well, we have to beat Everton to leapfrog Arsenal back into that spot again. But the form is looking good. If we go in there with a 2-point lead with 4 games to go, I still think it's in our hands. But that City game, that's the problem. That is really the problem. Makes for slightly better reading. It's also occurred to me that our final game is not Everton at all. It's Watford, which is actually much better for us. There's going to be rotation here, that much we know. We're the only team playing today. We win, we go back to the top of the Premier League with 4 games to go. It's... get intense, my friends. We're going to have to rotate again, aren't we? He's actually going to be good to start. Obviously, Curtis Jones picked up a knock. So, Origi in, it's fine. Jota, in again, it's fine. Kanate needs a rest, doesn't he? Is that what we're saying here? Yeah, it probably is going to have to be him. Oh my god, Milner to left back. No, again, why are we doing that when we've got Tsimikas? Bring these guys off the bench if we need to. But again, I feel like I'd rather play Oxlade-Chamberlain than there. His performances lately have been excellent. 4-4-1-1 for Watford. I actually had no idea that Tom Cleverley was still at Watford. Also, trivia time, of course. So, yeah, no doubt some of you would have got this one right. So, yeah, Norwich City originally used to play in blue and white shirts when they were first formed, moving over to the yellow and green, which you're so familiar with these days, in 1907. So there you go. This game means a lot more than it should do. Hopefully we can impound some misery on them today. It's important that we take the win, get back to the top of the league, and mud Arsenal's... They managed to pull a 4-point gap on us, albeit without us playing, but for us to get back in front is super important. Even the draw would put us back in front, of course. The reason I'm so keen to make sure that we're not drawing this one is because I want to make sure... Oh my god, we're going to get another penalty as Van Dijk has been fouled again. The reason we don't want to draw is because we want to go into that Manchester City game with at least a 2-point advantage over Arsenal, because if we were to drop points there, like a draw, we would still have the advantage on goal difference, which is going to be super important. If we beat City, it won't matter, and I do think they're kind of out of the title race now, no matter what happens. But Mo Salah, with 15 minutes on the clock, smashes it into the top corner. Liverpool 1, Watford 0. I want to show a bit of that energy we saw towards the end of the Spurs game. We were really good in that part of the match. Matip, round the side for Mo Salah. Great first touch, and it's another one. Straight off the bat, it's Liverpool 2, Watford 0, and Mo Salah's grabbed himself a brace. He has actually been on fire in the last few games. He got a brace and an assist against Tottenham. Now, he definitely should have had a hat-trick in that game, but the point is he was making the runs. He was constantly getting into the right position to have chances in that last game and just missed a load. But what a run from Joel Matip. What a ball. And then once Salah gets this touch out of his feet, you almost guarantee a goal at that point, and it's 2-0, and we are cruising, friends. We saw it in the second half against Spurs, and it was present again there today. Those little inside runs from Salah have been lethal lately. Tsimikas. Van Dijk's header, and it's put over the line by Diogo Jota. I think he's going to be offside this time, though. Oh, it's awarded! It is awarded. It's 3-0 Liverpool. Van Dijk's going to get this. It did look a bit borderline. Oh, it wasn't even close. I don't know why they even went to VAR for that, essentially. It's 3-0, bringing the pain onto Watford at the moment, but we're playing extremely well again, and getting quite a few more goals as of late all of a sudden now. After that Watford struggle bus fest, oh my god. Oh no, Mo, come on! Is he just afraid of hat-tricks? I'm genuinely starting to believe that he has a mortal fear of hat-tricks. It feels like every time he's in a hat-tricky position like that. Oh, Kanate. I mean, they just completely left him unmarked, and it's 4-0 this time. Kanate's just come off the bench for Van Dijk to give him a little bit of a rest here. And now with 12 minutes to go, we are certainly making this look very easy to get back to the top of the league. Suddenly 8 goals in our last 2 games and 10 in our last 3. 12 in our last 4. It's looking good. That's done that for us. We are going to go back to the top of the league as James Milner is into the box here. He's just come on for Salah, who's just taken a slight knock there. It is 4-0 Liverpool in the end, and a thoroughly deserved victory. Watford didn't muster a shot in the full 90 minutes, with complete domination from start to finish in that game. Holy Christ. Well, we definitely needed that. We go back to the top by 2 points. More importantly now, we actually move 11 points clear of Manchester City. Okay, so we've sort of recovered quite nicely, in fact, from that slight blip that we had in there, with 4 consecutive Premier League wins on the bounce, obviously. 3 clean sheets in there too, but really starting to score a load more goals lately, which is very, very important indeed. But it does get more difficult because it's the run-in, the final 4 games of the season. 2 at home, 2 away. The very least, Everton's not easy, but it's a 13th place Everton away from home. City at least is at home. Newcastle are better, but they're still only 12th, and they're at home. And then Burnley, who are struggling towards the bottom, away from home. They'll be fighting for their lives, but I think our run-in is very good. And I believe that provided we don't lose to City, we're capable of beating the other 3 and finishing off this season with a win and a title to go with it. That's the plan. So, if you've enjoyed this episode, and I hope you have, I say in spite, we've won every game. We've done well. That Spurs game was nutty. Then drop a like. That'd be sick. If you're new to the channel, subscribe. That'd be awesome too. I stream on Twitch on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. So go follow there too. And yeah, that looks like tomorrow is going to be the culmination of our Liverpool save. Obviously, there won't be the brand new series. The Newcastle Blue Star save won't be able to start immediately. Still on the waiting for a database and some stuff to be done there. But don't worry, I've got some other videos planned tomorrow after as well. So, I'll see you guys very, very soon. Hold your gun. Capybara. Bye-bye.